it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today, I am back with the Christmas 2022 Holiday Star Wars Black Series figures. Guys, I unfortunately have only found one so far. I am supposed to be picking up a GameStop one next week. This one is the Scout Trooper Holiday Edition, which is the 2022 Christmas edition. This is a Walmart exclusive, I believe, but I've also seen it on Entertainment Earth. I'm kind of confused. I found mine at Walmart. It was the only one they had. It wasn't even on the appropriate shelf. It just was kind of shoved in somewhere, and yeah. All right, guys, I'm so excited. So this is made by Hasbro. It's for ages 4 and up. I did do a series last year where I believe, open every single one that they had, and it was interesting because I believe there were 5. There were either 5 or 6. And every one was exclusive to a different store, so this hunt is serious. I did not know they were coming out this year. I was totally shocked to find this when I was wandering through Walmart. Mind blown, you guys. I saw the Halloween ones that were coming out, and I figured since they did Halloween, they weren't doing another set of Christmas, and I just didn't think about it again. I can't believe I might have missed out. I'm freaking out. I don't know what to tell you, but I do know there's a Walmart one, there's a GameStop one, there's a Target one. There's a whole bunch. They are fantastic. I cannot wait to get this open. And of course, this one comes with Grogu. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It does say on the back, celebrate the season with specially designed Star Wars figures from the Black Series. So that was really not anything revolutionary there, but yeah, okay, so there's a piece of tape in the back and on either side, so 3 pieces of tape that you're going to need to cut in order to get into the top of this box. Now, I know some collectors will keep this in the box, but y'all know I am totally going to play with it, so it's coming out. I guess I could put it back in the box, but yeah, I'm not gonna. So here's what the box looks like after that. This is actually just a hole here, but there is a piece of plastic in the front of it, so I can't touch the figure from right here. There is another section of plastic that does come off. So that's nice. It is at least protected if you are a collector and would like to keep it inside of the box. If not, it doesn't really matter to you then, huh? All right. So everything should just pop out. Let me pop out all of the figures and accessories real quick. Oh, so cool, you guys. Yes, just yes on everything. All right, so we get our trooper. We get a bag with Grogu inside, and it looks like it's just his headpiece sticking out. There's not a full Grogu. You cannot take him all the way out, which is a little bit unfortunate, but also probably great so you don't lose it. That being said, there is another accessory that is insanely tiny and will definitely get lost. So I don't know. It looks like some kind of blaster, maybe. I don't really know on that. I do love the holiday designs, though. We've got some green and white striped socks or boot covers, maybe, that are going all the way up. Most of his uniform is a maroon red, except his vest is a more Christmas bright red, like my shirt, and helmet. Then he's got shoulder pads, elbow pads, gloves, and whatnot that are nice bright Christmas green. This is gorgeous. The whole vest is printed like one of the ugly Christmas sweaters, and it has Grogu in his little pod. Grogu, of course, is Baby Yoda. So yeah, it's also a highly articulated figure, which I will show you all of the articulation and all of this detail, of course, up close. There's lots of textural detail in the pants and stuff. It looks like sort of a woven crosswork pattern that is on most of the pants and shirt in here, which is really nice. The armor's fairly smooth. We've got some wrinkles in the gloves and in the either boot covers or socks or whatever this is coming up here. He does have some kind of pack on his back. So I'm going to show you all 3 of these up close, and then I will come back and talk about articulation. Okay, guys, I'm going to try very hard to show you this super tiny accessory. It's white, black, and slight orange tip here. I know this is really hard to see, and I apologize. It's just so tiny. Here we go. Now it's in his hand. Alright, now it's in his hand. You can kind of see that. That doesn't do much for me, usually doesn't on most of the action figures. But I do like this bag. It is a red and white cloth sack instead of the tan type color that it usually is, so it looks more like a Santa sack. And then it's got a black shoulder strap on it as well. And of course we've got Grogu's little face hanging out here. So cute. And it looks like, guys, there are pegs on these straps and holes in the bag. Can I actually close the bag? Oh goodness. Folks, you can actually close the bag. That is a little bit fantastic, I won't lie. And then you can open the bag, and guess who pops out? Grogu! Yeah, I know, it's not really that much of a surprise because you saw it first. But still, super cute. The only thing I kind of wish they'd done with the bag is made it stand on its own so he could set it down somewhere and then Grogu could pop out and look around. But you can have our trooper hero hang on to it. So the piece you guys all came to see, let's be honest, is this super cool trooper. So I will show you a further outshot, but I do want to show you some of these details before you get the far out shot, because this is gorgeous, you guys. This is definitely a very nice collectible figure, or, I mean, for me, I'm gonna play with it. It is amazing. I love these figures. So here's his full version spin around. So gorgeous, you guys. I love all these colors, all these details, all these textures, all this, just everything that's going on here. He's got so much articulation. Oh, hey guys, he does have a little holster down here on his boot, and I think, okay, yeah, so that's where this little accessory goes, this little boot holster. So maybe I'll leave that there. I still am a little worried that that will fall out, but surprisingly no, so that's cool. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the articulation that we have in him. We will count all of his points of articulation. I do kind of wish these guys came with stands. They do stand on their own, but it's kind of difficult to do, so they probably will take standard stands. There are holes in the bottom of their feet, and it looks like possibly slightly different size holes. I'm not sure if it's an illusion or not, though. They could be the same size, but we've got 4 different holes that we could potentially put on pegs to get a stand happening here, and I don't know too much about the Black Series besides the Christmas ones, guys, so maybe they have Black Series stands that they sell or something. I really don't know. It's Hasbro. I'm sure they have some standard stuff. Okay, guys, articulation for the Scout Trooper. I don't usually do articulation for the accessories, and I don't even know if this is really considered articulation, but there is actually a bend in the fabric here. This is nice rubber type silicone fabric that does flex some at the top of this bag, and you can bend it all the way over and plug these 2 red pegs into the bottom here to close the bag. So that's sort of articulation. I am going to kind of put that in that section, and you guys can decide whether or not you want to count that as articulation, but I think it's actually a pretty cool detail that we can actually open and close this bag, and then we got a little surprise inside. It would be cool if he came out and had the full body and everything, but he does just have the head. It does actually spin around. All right, so if you get his ears out of the way, the head actually does spin 360 degrees. So there is a little bit of articulation on the accessory, which I think is pretty nice, considering the accessory is also sort of another character. We have a full ball joint in the head, so we've got the up, down, and all the way around 360 degrees. Then we've got a ball joint in the shoulder, so up, down, all the way around. We've got a spinnable joint just below this bottom shoulder pad piece. So there's armor over his shoulder, and right where the bottom of it is, there is a slit in his arm, and his whole arm will spin 360 degrees around. Then he's got a double elbow joint. Here's the 2 different elbow joints, and now he can put his arm all the way back on itself instead of just this 90-degree angle. So pretty cool on that. Let's see, he's got a full ball joint in the wrist here, you guys. So his wrist awkwardly tilts all the way to the sides, and then of course spins 360 degrees. Looks like we've got something happening in the waist here, a full ball joint in this waist. It's not a 360 degree turn, but we definitely have a little bit of a turn here, as well as a forward-backward motion. So a good bit of movement in that center of the chest plate there. As far as waist, if he had one, I think it's hindered by all of this belt and other accessories that are happening. I don't even know what all is hanging down from here. It looks like several different pouches and things that are coming down from the belt and that wrap around his legs in different ways. So a lot of hindrance to motion if it did have a further waist joint there. So I don't know on that, you guys, but he does have the thigh joint. So he's got a full ball joint in the thigh. We've got the in, out, and around, which is difficult to show you because I'm hitting another joint in here. Just below the thigh, he's got a spinnable joint in the leg. So right here, hopefully you can see that well enough. He does have a 360-degree spin joint there. Then we've got a double knee, just like our double elbow that we had. So I'll show you guys that. We have 1, 2 on those knee joints, so he can bend the leg all the way back on itself. Then, right at the top of the boot or sock that he has got on, which I believe it is a boot here actually, it does have a 360-degree spinning joint. And then at the ankle, he's got yet another ball joint. So, as you can see, we've got the up, down, and all the way around. A little bit freaky. He's definitely like breaking his ankle apart doing this. Doing a count on these joints. So what I usually do for these action figures is every ball joint is 2, since we have the up, down, and all the way around. We have 2 types of motion in that, so each ball joint is 2, and then any of the single joints are just 1. So if there's a spinning joint, it will be worth 1. So that's how I'm going to do my count, and we're going to see how many points of articulation, I guess, this guy has. So we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34 different points of articulation. This is insane. So highly articulated. Very, very cool. The only thing I would have liked to have seen, and this is kind of a comparison with some of the Jazzwares Fortnite figures. I love when they have a joint right at this, the knuckles between the palm, the first set of knuckles, because it means that they can then grab and let go of accessories and things, so it is super convenient to have. This unfortunately does not have that, so I'm a little bit sad about that. It's also interestingly missing the toe joint. That being said, he's wearing boots, so how flexible that joint would have been in real life is probably not very. So it's not a big deal to me. I'm just noting what joints I have seen in other action figures that I do not see in this figure. And I do mind the hands a little bit. I don't mind the feet at all, but those are the only ones really that would have been anything that's missing, except maybe a more twistable waist joint so that I could really turn him. Because right now, if I have his feet forwards, he really does not turn very far to the sides, but again, he is a trooper. He's in pretty bulky armor, so I'm not sure how much he can really just turn to the side like that in armor anyway. So I don't know. I think he's pretty awesome. I love him. So much color, so much texture, just everything, just yes on this. Oh, I was trying to look at his glasses. I thought maybe his glasses would be a semi-transparent color. Unfortunately, they're not. They're just painted or stickered, and it's a slightly different green than the others, so that's interesting, but it is not actually see-through or the semi-transparent jewel type thing. So anyway, I want to know what you guys think of this particular figure down in the comments below. Are you guys collecting the Christmas series? Did you guys collect the last Christmas series? If you didn't see them, of course, I will link them in the description below, and you can go check those out as I get any other ones if I can find them. I will, of course, post them on the channel. But let me know what you guys think of him down in the comments below, and if you're collecting any of the other ones, or what you think of this year's wave compared to the ones released in 2020. Let me know all of that jazz down in the comments below. Of course, if you enjoyed the video that you saw today and you haven't had a chance yet, please do take a moment, hit that red subscribe button down below. It's totally free for you to do, but it really helps support us and encourages us to keep posting awesome videos like this one on the channel. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed and to everyone who is subscribing now. Alright, after that you can hit the thumbs up to leave a like and go check out our channel. We've got plenty of other toy reviews and other fun things on there, and we're always adding new content. So, until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.